Hey guys, so OFD checking in here. So is it clickbait? Is it clickbait? Is that what I'm doing here? Yeah, it's kind of clickbait just because I want you guys to watch the video. But there really is a fake Rolex, and if you guys, I did a video. It's a number of months back. It's called the $1,000 Rolex Submariner. And if you guys, if you haven't seen the video, you can go back through the subscription or through my videos and find that and watch it. And I kind of talk in there about spending money, people spending money up to $1,000 on a fake Rolex and stuff like that. And I mentioned how I would never do it and stuff like that. But in there, I did say that when I was a kid, I went down to Mexico and I picked up a fake Rolex. And so I did buy a fake Rolex. I just bought it like 30 something years ago. So anyways, so I just wanted to show it to you guys and talk a little bit more about that. As I'm kind of getting more into the social media thing, and I'm going on more, I don't want to say Facebook groups, but Instagram things and different things like that. I see that there's really a whole lot of, imitation product, I guess you'd say, out there being pushed and stuff like that. And so I really, honestly, guys, I didn't know how much of it was out there and stuff like that. And I'm not here to badmouth anyone. I'm not here to badmouth people buying it or anything like that because, like I said, I bought one. So a little bit of a story behind this thing. So I was probably like, I had purchased my first Seiko for myself, and I'll show you that here in a second because it kind of plays into the story a little bit. But believe it or not, a friend of mine, I want to say it was probably freshman year of high school. His dad bought him a Rolex Submariner. There was a lot going on in the family and stuff like that, and he got a Rolex Submariner, and it just blew me away. I was like, holy moly, he's got a Rolex, and I had my Seiko at 7548, which was fine and stuff like that. But then, of course, the bug kind of bit me, and I felt like I needed to have a Rolex. And well, that summer, I was staying with another family. We were down in Newport Beach, California, and back then it was just very commonplace. It probably still is today, but it was very commonplace just to bounce down into Tijuana, into Mexico, buy a bunch of stuff, and then pop back across the border with all kinds of goodies and stuff. And one of the things people always used to look for back in those days was they were going to go across the border and buy a fake Rolex. I mean, it was just kind of the thing back in this was probably the mid 80s. I want to say 85, 86, something like that. And so I decided I wanted to buy a fake Rolex. And I had like, I want to say $50 to $100 in my pocket. And so we went into these shops and we started hitting the shops and looking at the fake Rolexes, holding them and hanging on to them. And finally found one that seemed pretty good to me anyways, and it was great because I bought it. I walked out of the shop with the first one. And when I was setting the time, the crown fell off into my hand. And so, amazingly, I turned around, I walked right back to the shop, I looked at the guy, and he says, oh, no problem, no problem. And he handed me a brand new one, and I have that one to this day, and that's this right here. And this is I guess it's right side up. This is a fake, totally fake Rolex Submariner. It is an absolute piece of garbage. Back then, no one, as far as I knew, made a fake automatic movement, so this was a quartz watch. I think it has a Seiko movement in it or something like that. But I think I paid like about $30, $30 to $50 for this watch. And I mean, it is a real hunk. I mean, it's got a Cyclops on it. It doesn't magnify anything. The bezel doesn't turn. Oh, it does turn. I didn't think it turned anymore, but it's a piece of garbage. The battery died probably 15 years ago, and I've never done anything with it. Even back then, I mean, it's funny, they see if I can get the clasp open. They put the fake stamping in there, and everything. It's got the fake case back there, and it was, this was supposed to be an 80s era Rolex, but this thing is a complete piece of crap. It always was. And here's what got me about this was, while we were down there, I was lucky enough to get to go tuna fishing with the group I was with too, and we were out on the boat. And I had left my Seiko 7548 back at the house because I felt like I needed to wear this piece of crap. And I remember standing on the upper deck of the boat and looking out at the ocean and looking at my watch and looking out at the ocean, and it was probably a half an hour into that trip that I couldn't wait as a kid even to get back so that I could put on my real watch. You know, it didn't take me very long at all of looking at it to just realize that it was not only was it a piece of crap, but it just was fake. It wasn't real, and if it wasn't real, then I wasn't being real, and so you know, it kind of blew me away. And really, honestly, I didn't really ever wear the watch much after that. I spent $30. Believe it or not, being an old hoarder or whatever, this thing's been traveled with me through apartments, homes that I've lived in and stuff like that. And I actually dug it out of a box just to make this video. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to talk about this fake Rolex. And anyways, yeah, and like I said in my original video for the $1,000 Submariner, it's not something you should ever spend your money on. I do not support buying fake things like that. I'm not going to badmouth you. I'm not going to call you a name for buying it, but for me personally, I just can't do it because it's garbage. So, but the other thing I want to ask you guys is, I'm tired of carrying this watch around. I'm tired of having this watch around. So we got to do some kind of a send-off for it. So I'm trying to think of options of the death of the fake Rolex. So, you know, we can do shotgun blast and get a video of that. We can pick up a microwave and maybe do you know, I'll take the microwave out in the street and we'll fry this thing. You know, sorry, Simon, if I'm taking some of your thunder. No, I'm not taking any of your thunder, but baby. But yeah, what should we do with this piece of crap? I mean, we're gonna destroy it. This isn't a torture test. We just want to eliminate. We want to crush the soul of whatever soul is left in this fake Rolex here, this fake piece of crap Submariner. So guys, any suggestions for the destruction of this watch, please let me know. And let's leave off with a real watch, guys. Look at that. A beautiful old Seiko quartz from the early 1980s. So anyways, guys, just kind of one of those rant videos. Peace out.